Hello everybody, thank you for stopping by. I am so glad that you did. I have been busy. Well, I haven't really been busy. I've been resting. But I did do a few things this morning. So yeah, I hope that you're all having a great, what is it, Wednesday? I don't even know. Yes, it's Wednesday. My week has been very hectic, to say the least. But I think I'm all caught up now. I have a few things to go out tomorrow in the mail for anybody that's watching and waiting. They'll be going out tomorrow. So yeah, it's been wonderful. I was going to put up a video yesterday, but I decided that I would just take the day and rest. And you wouldn't have understood a word I was saying. And not only that, I just probably would have made a lot of mistakes. Not that I won't make any mistakes today, because that's typical of me. Today, we are using the Spring Splendor mini kit again. And this is the page we'll be using out of the Spring Splendor mini kit, as well as one of the ephemera pages, but not this one. It's the other one, but I already cut it up. And I always print 2 copies, but for some reason, I didn't print 2 copies of the one that we're using today. But this is the main page that we're using, and then we're using 2 of the postcards out of this other page. Okay, so there's postcards, as you can see in this page, and then the other page is the postcard page. And it's really a simple project. I think I may have already done one at one point, or I may have shown it already made. I don't remember, but I just thought that this would be perfect. So what we're going to do is you cut out all of these pieces, because we're going to use all of them. This piece here, you just cut out in one piece, and I'll show you. And then the rest of them, you cut them all out, in one piece. Okay? So what I've done is, I'll show you. I took that one piece that I cut out here, and you can do this with anything, okay? So you could just take a piece of any kind of paper or coffee stain paper or any kind of digital. It measures 3.5 inches wide by 7.5 inches long. Okay, so if you're using something else, 3.5 wide by 7 long, and then you fold it at 1.5 top and bottom. Okay, so it's 1.5 top and bottom. So you're left with 1, 2, 3, 4 in the middle. And so then you just fold it up. Now, I have run mine through the embossing machine because I like that look. This is the deboss side, and this is the emboss side. Okay, just in case you're wondering. And because it makes it a little bit fragile, I'm putting a piece of file folder, not file folder, oh my goodness, see, already. Index card inside there. I'm going to glue that inside there just to keep it a little bit more sturdy, because when you do put in paper through the embossing machine, it does make it a little bit fragile. So I'm just going to glue that down. Okay, so let's get started and we'll make this. So I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac because it is my go-to glue pretty much. And especially with the embossing, it's easier to spread. So I'm just going to run across like this. I hope you all can see, and I'm in frame. I really didn't even check. I think I am. I use my phone to video, so I don't always keep it in my holder. So I was, you know, I do position it, but sometimes I go out of frame. So what have you all been up to? What have you been crafting? I am so excited. I have great news. I have a friend named Peggy, and she's starting a YouTube channel. I think this Friday, and I am so excited. Peggy, if you're watching, I didn't even know who you were. I had to go look for you. And I'm trying to get to all of my comments. You guys leave me such great comments, and I really am getting to all of them as soon as I possibly can. With John having his procedure the other day, I'll be quite honest, I was pretty nervous. And so was he. And but they have postponed his leg surgery. He has to have a stent put behind his knee. And so they have postponed it because he's been through enough. So this is embossed as well, because I just love that look. You don't have to do that. And this is going to be the same as this part here. So it's 4 by 1, 2, 3, about 3 1/4 wide. Okay, and that's just going to fit right inside there. Actually, it's upside down. Well, for me, it's upside down because I embossed it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have to emboss it. You can use any paper you want. But like I said, I'm using this whole page here for this project. For those of you who have the mini Splendor Spring Splendor kit. So, I love this kit. I am just loving it. I just ordered the entire kit, the Spring Splendor kit, because, and I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I didn't order the whole kit in the first place, because I have all of her kits. So, yeah, it's crazy. I actually am using her last spring kit, which was last year's spring kit. I had been using that before. I had printed that before I started on her design team, on Angela Kerr's design team. I had printed that kit to use it to make a journal for spring. And but I had ordered this one as well, and so I just decided that I would use this one for to start my design team projects. So, and we'll be using this in our upcoming project with our altered book, which I did finally choose one. Do I have it in here? Let me see if I brought it in. I found one last night that I really liked, and I don't have it in here. But it's about the same size as I showed you the other night. Don't take any pages out of it if you're going to join me. I also got a box from Your Creative Studios. They sent me a box to do unboxing, which was very sweet of them. I'll be doing that in the next video. I'll do an unboxing and a craft with that, either this afternoon or tomorrow. And I'm very excited to get it open, so it'll probably be today. And so yeah, I'm very excited about that. I got that the other day. I've got to get to my mailbox because our mailbox isn't out in front of our home, and I know it's probably full. But anyway, because this is when I do Happy Mail with 5 women from around the world, and from other countries. And this is about the time when, towards the end of the month, when we do. So this piece here is going to go across here, and it's 1 inch wide by 3.5 inches long. And then you're just going to bend it about 1/8 of an inch on both sides, or so that it fits inside this line and this line. So you want it to fit inside there. You want to bring it down low enough, because what we're making is this booklet. And if I've already made this on video before, I am really sorry. But this is different. It's not exactly the same as one I've made before, but I don't believe I have made this on video before. So, but I might have. I probably have. Because now that I look at the measurements, I'm like, I'm thinking I have. But anyway, this is going to go inside here, so it's removable. And you don't have to sew it or anything like that. It's just going to fit right inside here. Okay? And the reason why I'm making this is, like I said, it's going to go inside of the book that we're going to, our altered book, kind of keepsake, our memory book, our I really can't explain it yet, but I will do. I'll explain the whole thing in a couple of days, because it's almost June and you have to get your book so that you can have an idea as to what you're going to do if you're going to follow along. And for any of you that are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. We do have a lot of fun here. So this paper here, I have 3 sheets of paper. I'm going to erase that. But it is 2.5 inches wide by 7 inches long. And then you just simply fold it in half. Okay? So I'll glue this on now. Like so. I don't have to erase that. You're not going to see it. And like I said, this kind of an item, whether you make it with this kit or you make it with anything, it will go inside of, it will be something that we'll be putting inside our new book that we'll be making. It's so cute and very handy. And it's something you could send in a Happy Mail. It's something that you can put in any journal. And it's wonderful because, like I said, you can remove these pages. Now what I'm going to do is, this is why I cut these pieces of ephemera, the little postcards, because I'm going to glue this on this side, and then I'm going to glue this picture, this postcard, on the back. And then the person you gift it to, or if you keep it yourself, after you've written in these pages, you can simply take the top page off, right? And you can just replace this. And you'll have this to put back on. So all we're going to do now is we're going to take that top piece off. And I am going to simply place this one here, because that's going to be on the back. And this one's going to be on the front. And I'm going to glue those on to there. Okay? And they might be a little bit longer, but I'll try and get them as close as I can to the top without impinging when it folds. So I'm just going to do this. Make sure my edges are covered. It lays very flat. Oh, I want to go this way. That's why I opened it up. And you just want to stick that down here. And then excuse me, have the sniffles today. I am going to go out and harvest a little bit more lavender because it's going to rain this afternoon and I have quite a bit out there. And that's about all I'm going to do outside today. Although it is a beautiful day right now, but they said we're going to get rain showers this afternoon. Of course, yesterday they said we were, and I did a lot of rushing and took the dog out. And we didn't end up getting any. Or not yesterday, the day before. Yesterday John was home, so he pretty much took care of the dog. I did a lot of sleeping. A lot. I have fibromyalgia, so anytime it gets into a flare, I seem to do a lot of sleeping. Okay, so that's gonna go like that. And then I'm not gonna glue this onto here, I'm just gonna place it over it. So that way, like I said, the person can just take this off, replace the pad of paper, put this back on. And it's so pretty. And you could use any image or no image. I'll erase that later. I just wanted to give you the measurements. Now I'm just going to slide this right in here, like so. And that's the cutest paper pad I ever saw. Now what I'm going to do is I have two little brads. You don't have to use brads. If you don't have brads, as you can see right here on this paper, on the digital, there's two flowers. And I was going to use those, and I still might. Actually, I think I will, because I think it looks very cute. But I'm also going to use some brads. You don't have to use brads. You could just simply put a piece of cardstock underneath there, and so that your twine, I'm going to be using, wrong one. I'm simply going to be using, this is a thicker embroidery floss. So it's almost like a baker's twine. I would say it's probably the same. I got it from Temu, and I can't use it to do embroidery, so I thought, oh, I could use it like baker's twine. So we're going to be using that. So if you were going to do this and no brad, I would just put a piece of cardstock underneath there so that you can wrap it around, because that's what we're going to be doing. So I think, actually what I think I'll do is I'll put my brad in here, and I'm just going to eyeball it. I just changed my mind. I'm going to hopefully push that through. I did. And it is centered, which is a good thing. It's always a good thing. And just don't, if you do use a brad, don't push it down real tight, because you want to be able to get your string around it. And that's just like a little button brad. I was very fortunate. I got a whole box of brads at an estate sale from a woman who was selling her mom's things. She had passed away, and she was actually a junk journaler. She had been in scrapbooking with Creative Memories, just like me, for 20 years, and went to junk journaling. So I was able to, that's where I got my punch. Now, this is what you could do instead. But what I thought I would do is cover my, actually, that's what I was thinking. I would cover my little legs with that. So that's what I will do. You don't have to, because you can barely see those. You could always cover it with washi too if you wanted to. I like to give a lot of ideas if you don't have certain things in your stash, you know. What did I do with my other brad? Oh, there it is. So now I just want to make sure, excuse my reach, I just want to make sure that I get this in the right place. So I'm just going to use my little ruler here to make sure that I get it in the right place here. I think I want to go down about here. And just push it through. It's very easy to get through the paper, especially if it is embossed, because like I said, it gets a little bit, as you know, fragile. And if you see me embossing and die cutting a lot of things, you can blame Angela Kerr and Celeste at Woodland, Inspired, Woodland Creations, I'll leave the information below. You know my memory. So now what I'm going to do, because I do love these flowers, and I was going to actually use these on top of my brads, but I love them right here. So that's what I'm going to do. As you know, as I craft, I change my mind a lot. But the good thing is I've already cut everything out, so everything's readily available. And that's the good thing about doing stuff like this, is if you do have things all cut out for you, for some reason, I think, and for me anyway, my creative juices flow a lot easier. So, especially when I'm videoing, oh my gosh. If I didn't have everything cut out and ready, I would be lost. I was so mad at my husband. My neighbor next door is a bachelor, and he eats a lot of TV dinners, but expensive ones. And they come in the best containers. They have like 3 slots with a bigger slot. Like, I don't know what kind they are, but they're expensive. I don't know where he gets them. He buys them like from like a company. They're not frozen foods. They're like, I can't remember the name of the company, but a lot of people will buy them, buy the meals. They're meals. They're actually meals. Well, anyway, he washes them and cleans them. They have covers. And he brought over 3 the other day, and I had them on the counter. John didn't know what they were. He put them in recycling, and they're gone. I'm like, John. Anyway, they're similar to these, but these you have to purchase. I mean, they're at the Dollar Tree, but still. Oh, I don't know. I love my husband to death, but sometimes he can do the silliest things. So now we're going to take our thread, and all we're going to do, I left this long because, you know, you just never know. I'm going to tie this, and when I tie mine, I tie it so that it's tied going this way, so it'll be tied at the bottom. And I went around that too much. You only have to go around once. So my eyesight, I'm gonna have to bring it a little bit closer, folks. I'm sorry. What I'll do is this. It's easier. So I just tie a loop. I'll bring it around, but I'm gonna make sure that it's tied at the bottom, okay? So that it's coming down this way. And then I'm simply gonna go around this one and back up around this one and then back down this one and wrap it around. Did it go around? Yep. Nope. Wrap it around. Hold on. Did it? I think it did. Okay, so you just go down, bring it back up, and wrap it around. And you're done. That's it. Simple, isn't it? But oh, so adorable. Now I'll just trim this piece. Let's use my reach again. And I will trim this piece. Now you could put a little dangle on that or what have you. I'm going to leave mine a little bit long just in case I choose to do something with that. I may cut it shorter. So now what we're going to do is, where's my other piece? Oh, sorry, it's right here. I am going to take and put, because remember we have we have this piece. We used this piece to go across here. We used this piece to go in the middle. I still have this piece and this piece and this piece. See, I have that piece and I have that piece. So I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to make a pocket on the back because it fits perfectly. I don't have to cut it, trim it, or anything. But of course, I always do this just because I do. You don't have to, but I do. To make it look like a pocket. And then I'm going to take my little punch, try and center it. Try. I don't know if I did center it or not, but we'll see. Yes, I did. Now you could ink that. I don't have my ink out, but you could ink, you know, a little bit around the edges. I don't have it out, so I'm not going to do it. So because this is going to go inside a pocket. You don't have to. You could glue it right down to your page if you wanted to. But I thought if you're going to send it in a Happy Mail, why not? So I'm going to do this. And just add that to the bottom. Like that. I didn't have to trim that or anything. That's exactly the same size as this piece right here. And then, what else was I going to put there? I had everything together. And this was the last piece from the 3 postcards. So that's just going to fit inside there. And that is it. How simple. And you could do that with anything. I mean, you wouldn't have to use this kit. You could use anything you wanted. I still have this piece left, but I didn't have any place to put it. I mean, I suppose I could have put it behind the pad of paper, which I still could do. Looks like I might have to trim that up just a little bit. You know, that side right there? Just a teeny tiny bit. And I'll tell you why. Because when you emboss paper, it shrinks a little bit. So if you didn't emboss it, you wouldn't have had to trim that. And it just needed a little bit of trimming. Just a teensy tiny bit. Wait till your glue dries. If you don't, you end up making a mess, like me. I'm going to wait till the glue dries. But when you emboss paper, it shrinks a little bit. So that's why this didn't line up exactly the same, and there was just a teeny tiny little bit left. So there you go. That is today's project. So you open it up. Oh, it's so adorable. It's so cute. And I just love the paper. I mean, how could it not be cute? You open it up. Look at these two little flowers here. You've got a sweet little pad of paper that can come out. And then you have a little piece right here that you could either write on or not. You could back that with a piece of index card as well, which I probably will, because I back everything with either index card or file folder. It's much less expensive than using the cardstock. Much less expensive, because you can get a whole box, for so much less money at your local Dollar Tree or what have you. So there you go. That's today's project. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed visiting with you, as always. And I hope that you all are having a great day. Be well, be kind, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye. Congratulations, Peggy. Hi, Lori. Hi, Celeste. Hi, Cindy. Hi, everybody. Hi, Angela. Okay, and all my new people who happen to stop by, welcome. Please, if you have a YouTube channel, leave it below so that I can follow you as well. Hi, Sue. It was nice talking to you. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Love y'all. Bye-bye.